What has the South East got to offer? Why is it important to get this right?
You've been to the South East, you know exactly what it's got to offer. It is the international gateway for the UK. Beautiful environment, lovely coastline, great vibrant cities, fantastic market towns. You know, if you're a business, you're going to be shipping and moving goods outside of through the southeast. So, you know, for us at Transport for the Southeast, that connectivity between those key hubs, those ports, those airports, as well as the relationship between towns and cities, really, really important. So if you've not been, you should get yourself down there and you can see what the Southeast has to offer. Transport for the Southeast, what we're about is facilitating that economic growth. And for us, it's almost like a triple lock of sustainability. Not only is it about the economy, it's about the quality of the environment and the social interactions and quality of life that people have.
And one thing we hear a lot about is future mobility, increasing uncertainty of how people will travel. How do you manage that when you're making long-term decisions?
Really difficult. So our transport strategy is going to set out our transport aspirations up until 2050. Now we've got a really good understanding of what's happening now and perhaps some of the things that we need to do in the next 5 to 10 years. But start to think about what happens in 25 years, 30 years' time. Really difficult. We know that mobility is changing. We know that the way in which people want to get about is changing. And lots of people are just buying mobility, buying a journey between A to B. And part of our challenge is trying to take some of today's trends and start to forecast them through for up to the period 2050 to try and get a strategy that absolutely puts the user, the customer, right at the heart of it.
And in terms of the way you do this, how do you work with other organisations?
It's not something we can do alone. You know, we are reliant on the partnership, not just of all the local transport authorities, the local enterprise partnerships, national park authorities, areas of outstanding natural beauty, local plan makers, but also business, industry, supply chain. And in fact, today's event here at the CIHT is a really good example of how important it is to work with our partners.
And this is within the context of global challenges, climate change, air quality. These are big issues. How do you see Transport for the South East addressing them?
They are massive issues. You know, the International Governmental Panel on Climate Change said, look, you've got 12 years to reduce your emissions. Otherwise, we find ourselves in a world of, greater than 2 degrees warming. It's a real challenge. You know, the Future of Mobility report, just released a couple of days ago, was talking explicitly about the relationship between air quality and health and well-being. You know, part of Transport for the South East role is to galvanise the partnership, to make sure that we show some leadership and put in place a transport strategy that's fit for the future.